Hello, I'm Becky Tuttle, Wichita City Council representing District 2, and every week we're going to go ahead and read a story, and we're trying to find ones that will really resonate with our Wichita youth. This is a great one that's based on actually Wichita, and it's called Ponytails. It's a Botanica carousel adventure. We know that kiddos are home from school, so hopefully this is a great way for them just to get a new book read to them and maybe give parents and caregivers a little break. So this is one of my favorite stories, and I love to read this when I go classrooms with kiddos, especially because it's based in Wichita. It's got the Wichita flag, lots of references to Wichita, so I hope y'all will enjoy it. So it was still a dark outside when Ike and Princess Penelope, both retired merry-go-round horses, heard a noise. They saw a red, bushy tail and two beady eyes. Then they heard, "Get up, you guys, I'm going to get you out of this old shed, and because you've been here way too long. I am the Riverside Fox, and everyone calls me River Fox. Oh, and this is Gela, Botanica's garden lizard," River Fox said, pointing out his tiny friend perched on top of his head. You probably can't see it in the picture, but he's here, and he's got a little bitty friend on top of his head. "She doesn't talk much, but she's very helpful at times. Glad to meet you both. Now, are you ready for an adventure?" he said. "Well, I am Princess Penelope, and this is Ike, and we don't know what you don't, and I don't know that we're so glad to meet you. What do you want?" she asked. "Like I said, we're here to take you on an adventure, see some sights, and get you going. And boy, you'll love it when you are going to end up," he said, shouting. "Where's that?" Ike wanted to know. "I'm not telling you. You have to trust me. Let's go," River Fox said. Ike and Penelope looked at each other, pondering only for a few seconds before they said, "We're out of here." Both horses were a little wobbly because they hadn't been in motion for a long time. Once Joyland closed, there was no need for them, so they were put in storage and just forgotten. "Come on, I'm going to show you Wichita, but first you've got to get spruced up. Add some shine and sparkle," River Fox said. And if anybody knows me, they know I like sparkle, so I really love that part. Princess Penelope was all for some cosmetic care, and I liked the idea of being shined up as well. They followed River Fox, which wasn't easy. Boy, he was fast. "Whew, how many more miles?" Ike asked. We just have to go over the bridge and we're there. "This is Mark Arts, and it's full of talented people who make you look like new," he said. And Mark Arts is in my district, so I'm very excited about that part of the book. Sure enough, the artist took great care in replacing missing jewels on Penelope's crown and shining up the saddle Ike was so proud of. A good scrubbing and paint works wonders. "I feel like my old self," Ike said. "Yes, better, so much better," said Princess Penelope with her eyelashes fluttering. "Where to next?" River Fox told them that they needed some work on their physical fitness. "You two are as slow as my 98-year-old grandpa. Let's get you back in shape. Follow me." Away they went, dodging traffic on Rock Road and cutting through yards. This was quite an experience for horses that had never done anything but go up and down on a merry-go-round. Before long, they were on a college campus with lots of buildings and sculptures. I wonder if you know where they were. "Wow, look at that huge picture made of tiny little rocks," Ike said, stopping suddenly in front of the old museum. "That's the Myro mosaic," River Fox said. "Come on, we're almost at Coke Arena." And we'd always ask the kiddos, who plays at Coke Arena? The Shockers. Down the hill they went into a big round building with lots of seats and a wooden floor. "This would be a lovely place for a merry-go-round. I can see myself living here," Penelope said, looking at her reflection in the shiny floor. "Ha," River Fox said. "No way. This is the home of the Wichita State Shocker men's and women's basketball and volleyball teams. Then, first we'll run back and forth on the floor and then shoot a few baskets, do some jumping jacks, and finally take a lap around the entire building," he said. "Oh, I like the merry-go-round idea much better, Penelope said, wondering how she could get out of exercising. After the good workout, it was off to the middle of town, where River Fox said he had a surprise. It better not be more jumping jacks, Penelope said. No, but it's big. Really big, River Fox said. Through beautiful Riverside Park they went. River Fox told them that they were getting close. All right, stop. Now look up, he said. There, standing on a rock in the river, was the keeper of the plains, a huge statue of an American Indian with his hands extended to the blue Kansas sky. Well, that beats anything I've ever seen, Ike said. It's majestical, Penelope said, which made River Fox wonder what the word meant, but he wasn't going to ask. So hopefully everybody's gone to see the keeper, especially at night when it lights up on the river. It's just beautiful. When River Fox said they had to go to one more stop, both Ike and Penelope told him their feet hurt. I know they do, and that's why we're going to take you to see Jake, he said, taking off, so they had to hurry to keep up. Before long, they were going down a dusty street in a town that looked like it was from the olden days. This is the historic Cowtown Museum. This is where Jake, the blacksmith, is going to fix you up, River Fox said. Oh boy, new shoes. I love shoes. Jake put on new shiny shoes on Penelope and replaced 2 for Ike. When they left Cowtown, they heard some children laughing. Oh, that makes me think of Joyland, Penelope said with tears in her eyes. Let's go see, River Fox said. They crowded together and looked through the thick bushes into the children's garden at Botanica, which is one of my favorite places in the whole city. That's the most wonderful place I've ever seen, Princess Penelope said. I don't ever want to leave, she added with a sigh. Me either, Ike said. With Gardengella on his shoulder, River Fox moved in front of them so he could see their faces. I think that can be arranged, he said, and with a wink he added, welcome home. That's the end of the story, Ponytails. I always like to show the kids when I read the book. That's the Wichita flag, one of the things that we're most excited about in our city. We're going to be celebrating our 150-year anniversary this summer, so we're looking forward to many more celebrations in our community. During this challenging time, I hope y'all remember to stay at home. That's the best thing that everyone can do. If you do have to get out for essential errands, make sure that you're physically distancing yourself 6 feet from other people. If you have to cough or sneeze, do it in your elbow. And most importantly, stay safe. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.